Evan McPherson. And off we go here in Cincinnati. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for the former Bulldog, Zamir White. And a big run right out of the blocks. He gets forward for 9 on the first play of the game. Second and a yard. Watkins motioning over. On 2nd down, Ritter. He'll find the open man. That's Watkins.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
On the handoff, it's White. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Out of the gun, it's Ritter. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Raiders have their punt team out there. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
thorough from out of the gun here on third down. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll go again here with Taylor. Taylor a first down and more. And they are finally going to get him down at the Bengals' 27-yard line. A big run from Taylor. And even 30 yards. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Here we go.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. Good blocking to the 15. The speed on display. He's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Throwing now. Ritter. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Texas A&M.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Gesicki, the man in motion. They'll run here with Taylor. Second down and 3.
Gun. Dot.
They go right back to Taylor. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal. He's out of bounds at the 8-yard line. That one's on Orlando Brown Jr.
On one, ready? Get set.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Here's Taylor. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Third and a yard.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. He is in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Bengals. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Slot man in motion right. On first and 10, it's Ritter. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. And instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yardage. Now the Raiders are going to use the first of their timeouts.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On second down, it's Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
From the gun, it's Ritter. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the two straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. To the 45. Jonathan Taylor. And he will dive into the end zone. 76 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Ritter. He'll find his running back, White. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter. Out of the pistol, it's Ritter. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. On is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now Ritter on 1st down. That's a short one, caught by Bowers.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Now Ritter to throw on 2nd down. He'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on. He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Slot receiver headed right. They go play action with Ritter. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They run with White. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage. And that is it.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. Here's Ritter. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to throw for it with Ritter. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
He'll get this out wide. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go.
Higgins sent in motion.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
Gesicki, the man in motion. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Gun. Got.
On the ground, it's Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. 15 yards to pick up. Good for a 1st down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment.
On 2.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
On the give, this is Taylor. Not much there, maybe a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Burrow. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
11-90.
Burrow now to throw on first down. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. Here's a designed run. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
Down in the red zone, designed quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short gain.
Burrow here on 2nd down. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. If this quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight, he's going to try to take it in on his own. But not in this case. They were quick to react, stop him short. Now brings up 3rd and goal.
42.
They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. McPherson now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Bengals stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Score, Bengals 35, Raiders nothing.
All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches. That's for sure. As we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
12.
Back to throw, Burrow. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second down, Burrow. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Dot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Drive begins with a run by White. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Ritter. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it. Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
1st and 10.
11, Thomas. Dot.
On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
11, MT, take.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. Now, a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty.
Here we go, here we go. Dot.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Catch left side is made by Higgins.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. Receiver in motion, going right. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Jacorian Bennett.
Intercepted by the Raiders. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Man in motion here is Tucker. On first down, it's Ritter. That one caught by Tucker. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here. Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
On second down, it's Ritter. That's caught left side by Bowers. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Raider first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
On first and 10, it's Ritter. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
They send him right out of the slot. On second down, Ritter. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. That's the safety, Von Bell.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
Gun. Shot. 12. Shot.
On first down, Burrow. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Get set. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11 Thomas. Shot.
Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Nice grab there by Jamar Chase, and that's the other half of this 1-2 punch. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Jamar Chase came into the league a few years back as a top 5 pick. Perennial 1,000-yard receiver. When he's healthy, he can elevate this entire offense.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
Here we go. 12.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. That is caught. What a throw. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Bengals.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Man in motion here is Tucker. And the defense snuffed that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
Now, Ritter to throw on second down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. To complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the third quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
Here's Brown. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. They'll run here with Brown. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Now, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead.
And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. The Bengals out and ready to punt. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play.
They'll throw on first down with Ritter. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
the Raiders first down.
Throwing now. Ritter on first down. A ball deep for the end zone. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. One more time, it's White. And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Zamir White, touchdown, Raiders. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders cut into the lead a little bit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Here we go, here we go.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
11.
To throw is Burrow. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
11.
Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Now Ritter on first down. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a give running left with Taylor. And not much materializes there. He'll get this to the 35. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go, here we go.
A give, running right, it's Taylor. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Gun. Stop.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he's trying to turn the corner, but will not do it. Brought down behind the line. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Third and 9.
Get set. 11. Shot.
To throw is Burrow. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of the first.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 13-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ritter. He'll find his running back, White.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Ritter. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A 39-yard gain on the play. First down, Las Vegas.
Ritter. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Ritter. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch, stays in bounds, and he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. Here's a give up the middle with White, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Slot man in motion left. Here's Ritter. Inside the 10, it is caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders will get just a bit closer.
14.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from deep in the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
That's how I be happy. This for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get cracked, put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weak since. Damn. Tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil. Make the city proud. Put it on for them. Come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian. Crash landing. In the dirty apartments. Stay shiny. I'll forever be the hardest. Big time. Like the New Orleans. Real shine. Like the women know you. on trees, hanging on palm, spilling. Code 3 on 4, she don't want a 16. Renegade on up, make it. Buy your trees, no love, I'm asleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas, face getting ran, gotta watch for the cameras. Before you get freaky, can't with no random these sneaky. If police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay silent. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like the warning, real shine. Like the paranoia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
Oh, we need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one day, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Broke in me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could've been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse first. Riding with